possess it. You want to own it. Like some boys I heard one time, I love that girl. Yeah, well, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to go over here, and I want you to see her mother. Her mother is 62 years old over here, okay? An old lady. What do you say about this lady? Well, she's an old lady. I don't like that. Because this girl is going to grow up, inshallah, to be just like that. So if what you have for this girl you can't have for this old lady, this is not love, is it? It's pure lust. That's all it is. You're being attracted by something in this dunya, in this world. You're going to be distracted. You're going to make a mistake. Likewise, when you say you love Allah, how do you say you love Allah when you don't want to even do what He asks you to do? And you can't even say thank you for your eyesight. You can't say thank you for your ability to think. You can't say thank you for the food on your table every day. Or even worse, and Allah really hates this, is to thank somebody that had nothing to do with it. And think about this. Think about it. Somebody invites you to dinner, and you go there to eat, and it's a lovely meal, your favorite dishes, things you like, your favorite drink, everything. Then you get up and walk out of the house and go next door to somebody you don't even know, and you say, hey, thanks a lot for a great meal. Everybody there thinks you're crazy, but your host thinks you're very rude on top of it. So how would it be that Allah, who gave us life in the first place, gives us everything that we've got, takes care of us, and we go thank something that He created? Now do you see why He hates this thing so much called making partners with Him in worship, or shirk as it's called in Arabic? Can you understand it? It's totally disrespectful. And it stinks. So that's why we say that anybody could have been a Muslim at any point in time in history. And anybody can today. And it would be accepted to Allah because He knows what's in their hearts. But He's never going to ask from a person more than what they can bear, and He's never going to put on them more than they carry. And He's never going to blame somebody for what somebody else did. And He said in the Quran, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت. The meaning of basically what I just said. That Allah doesn't load anybody up more than they can handle. And He sure doesn't punish or try somebody for what other people do. So each one of us, we're on our own. We work together as a community, but you got to know on the Day of Judgment you're going to be individually separated out. And you're going to be faced with what you did. And I am too. So this is the message. This is a simple, simple, simple message that anybody can carry. But you have to have a desire. You have to have something inside of you that says, I got to get up this morning and go do what I got to do. Was it raining? You're still going to do it anyway. I was talking to one of our brothers earlier today. He was talking about being in Canada. And he said up in Canada, he said they get a blizzard. And he was visiting, and he said the kids started putting their clothes on in the morning after Fajr, getting all day. He said, where are you going to go in the blizzard? They said, we're going to school. He said, in this kind of weather? They said, look, if we don't go to school in this kind of weather, we'll be going to school all year long. Because there's always going to be something, so we're going to go. Unless it's an ice storm. Other than that, they're going to go. For us, I'm from Texas. If it even looks like snow's going to hit the ground, even if it gets wet with snow, we slam on the brakes, slam into each other, have wrecks, everything, close the schools, close the malls, close everything. What I'm saying is commitment. If you know it's something you're going to do, it doesn't matter if it's snowing, it doesn't matter if it's like fog. When we landed the airplane today, the fog was so thick that when we broke out of it, we were almost on the ground. It scared me. It scared me. By the way, it's time for me to put a joke in here because I can't talk too serious too long without a joke. That's one of my rules. And this is the true story. As we landed the airplane, I was thinking that I hope it's a veteran pilot landing this thing. You know what I'm saying? We landed, and as we pulled into the dock where you get out, we had to wait for them to bring the thing because we were too early. So while we were sitting there, one of the people that works in the airplane, what do you call them now? They don't call them stewardess anymore. They call them what? flight attendant, yeah, whatever. So the flight attendant is saying, by the way, we want you to congratulate Captain Gregory or whatever his name is, because this is his last and final flight. 25 years he completed today when we landed there at the airport. What was that, in Newark? I don't know. They're going to change it? What to what? Liberty? Okay. It's their airport. So when we were there, he said when the door opens, that's it. He's finished. He's automatically retired. He's no longer a captain. 25 years. So give him big congratulations. And everybody started saying, oh, wonderful, and clapping, all this kind of stuff, you know. And then the flight attendant said, oh, and congratulate him on his new endeavor, his new business he's going into. He's going to be working at Walmart as a greeter. That kind of hits home to us old folks. In any case, what we want to realize is that we have a message, a very simple message, but a very powerful message. And for our youth today to carry the message, they're going to need a commitment. Some people are going to tell you need education, and you do. Some people are going to tell you need cooperation, work together, brotherhood, sisterhood, and you do. But more than anything else, you're going to need dedication. So that when you get up in the morning, you're going to do it no matter what the weather is like, or no matter what the obstacles are in front of you. You got to go. And you don't care if everybody's against you, you're still going to do what you're going to do. And it doesn't matter if it costs you money. We're not talking about making money here. Even if it costs you out of your pocket, you're still going to do it. Because you know this is what you got to do. Because when you reach that level, then you just became a messenger of the messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, told us in a good hadith, for those that hear it today, and he was speaking on Arafat shortly before he died. He said, for those that hear this message today, take this message to those who are not here, not present. And he indicated by this that he wants them to carry it to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. He said, and it's hoped that those that hear it at the end understand it better than those that are present today. So I'm going to close by saying these words and making a prayer, dua, supplication to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us of those people who understand that message. And make us of those people who are committed to that message. And make us of the people who will carry that message until the Yawm al-Qiyamah, until the Day of Judgment. Ameen. May Allah bless your community. May Allah bless your youth. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of you from every evil thing in this life. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Ameen. O Allah, we ask you of the good of this life and the good of the next life, and we seek refuge in you from the punishment of your fire. Ameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Hu alladhi ja'alana muslimin. You've been listening to Today Islam, and we're broadcasting almost live all the way from where? South Brunswick, New Jersey. I told you I used to know that.